Right. So this is one of those like it bugs me stories because I've heard this over the years and they're wheeling it out again. And it's this idea of universal basic income. Now, they call this an experiment, giving this person a freebie for whatever period of time and seeing how she spends it. Obviously, she's gonna like it. It's gonna, and anybody you give that to, it's gonna enhance their life. They'll be able to get groceries or something, whatever, and it'll be good for them. But it's not universal. It's as if society has lost the English language. We're like illiterate or something. Universal means everybody, right? Like everybody. At least that's how I look at it. Maybe I'm illiterate or something. I don't know. But the closest thing we got to that was during the coronavirus stuff. And I got like a stimmy check. Um, I did not get that free monthly stuff that a lot of people got because I was what you called essential, I guess. And I mean, so but my neighbor who drove a truck 60 hours a week got nothing. So you can't be more essential than a truck driver, right? Uh, he drove all over the country. He, had to deal with all the crap, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, just this and that. That's the whole thing. And he got nothing for free. And I got, because I didn't make as much as he did because he worked overtime, I got at least a stimmy check. And so I thought it wasn't fair. Of course I took the stimmy check, but I did not think it was fair. It definitely wasn't universal. Um so giving this person, like, I don't know, would amount to, let's say, $1,000 a month kind of thing, something similar to that. Um yeah, it's gonna make it easier for her to get by, obviously, right? And she's an artist or whatever. I read the article a little bit, and that's all well and good. But here's the problem: if you give everyone $1,000 a month, and I mean everyone, like every adult, you are gonna make a new zero. Like, it just starts at 1,000. It won't be long before every landlord will just know that they can raise their rent by essentially $1,000 or something close to it. And therefore, it's moot. It's just a big waste of time and more debt on the government. So just, you know, printing money and giving it to people does not create value. You know, goods and services do. And so, how's that for a socialist saying that? It's true. You have to create something, or else you don't get anything. So this person's an artist. If she creates art that people want and they buy it, cool, all well and good. But it's kind of silly to pick somebody, like one person. I don't care what they do, and give them $1,000 a month. They did this in California. They did this in Stockton. And anybody who knows about California knows about Stockton, right? Like, keep going. Scary place. Yeah, very scary place. And so they took it's known for like a lot of poverty. And they gave people like $1,000 a month or whatever. And they said, look, we got these nice outcomes. People had groceries and they had this and they had that. And it's the dumbest thing ever because they're the only ones that got it. If everyone had it, I mean, it's ad nauseum, and I apologize, but I swear to God, I tell people this, and I get the fluoride stare, the NPC stare. And like, if you give everybody the same amount of money a month, you essentially are giving them nothing because everybody has the same thing. So that's why the welfare state that we created, like say in the 30s, was only there for people who needed it. You know, technically it's quasi Marxism or something, but at least it made sense. Giving everybody $1,000 a month just is like, here's your bio survival credits, and then of course they can be denied. if you're making your money from just getting it from some entity, like it's not like you can just go get another job. It's just like, it's just this entity giving you money. So if it cuts you off, what are you gonna do, right? So I don't know. It really bothers me when people talk about universal basic income. It kind of seems silly. There could be things like a stipend, like they do in Alaska. There could be things like that. But if you notice, if you talk to anybody from Alaska, groceries are expensive. Everything's expensive because everybody gets like a nice check, every year just for living there. If you live there a certain amount of time. So, um, I don't know the answer to the problems, but it is not the point of this video is that it is not true that this is a valid experiment. You are taking one person or a group of people and just giving them free money. Of course, they're gonna like it. Of course. So yeah,